Hold on a sec. I'm just-
I won my last match. It is showtime.
We're screwed.
Let's fight together. Let's fight together. I need a
Three
weapon.
supercars.
Mala madre, chicos.
Hey, you see Princess? You've been in matches with him before.
No, chicos.
VS Princess. Good joke. Yeah, and he had one of the little helicopters. What?
Excellent work. Excellent work.
What phone do you have, number one? Old or new? Okay.
I got supplies.
Okay. Oh crap, I have the key, I didn't even know it. Yeah. Oh wow. Me? I didn't even know I had it.
Awesome. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks. Excellent work.
Awesome, man. Surprised I got the pass today. Someone gave it to me.
Marked a location.
I have nothing.
Okay.
Number 4, drive on up to the upper end. I need some 5s in order to up there.
Marked a location.
Over that way. That. Where the heck all the 5s go, man? There's a bunch up here. You took them all. I'll go shop. I'll get some more. $2.
You're glitchy a little bit.
Because no one wants to come with me.
Okay.
Could get a big tank here. Hi. What's that?
Watch out! Help! Watch out! Watch out! Mark the location. Mark the location. Thank you.
So laggy,
Mark
couldn't
the
do nothing.
location.
I was so laggy, I couldn't do anything. I don't see anyone.
Help!
Holy crap.
Maybe if you go outside and hide it in between the rocks on your right hand side.
It's dead. It's dead. Hello. I bet my mic's like... That should be better. Huh. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Pew pew. No chat. I didn't put chat on. Sorry.
I won my last match.
Awesome.
I won my last match.
It is showtime.
Hey, what's happening?
And
Alright, let's do it. Where do we want to go?
Captain, wish me all the best of feedback from the rough right and lost positions there.
Watch out!
Marked a location. Thank you. Enemies ahead! Help! Marked a location. Watch out! Marked a location. 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 Help! 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 It's safe here. Save me.
Ah, shit, you're left. Alright, that's the machine, alright. Get out of here then.
Weird. I thought I could use it before. That's just my good girl, Kiki.
I got 5 eliminations just now. Awesome. I need a weapon. It is showtime.
Nice.
Ah, so you are the one who talking always speaking like that. Bro, I been hear you in a few games. You fucking talk crazy, bro. You crazy for real. You good. You fucking say good, man. Like the way you fucking do it. I'm gonna be jumping here. Oh, I'm going to jump all the way down in here to the end. See you later, my friend. Nah, you can not make it. Yeah. Yeah, don't go that way, don't go far. Let me see how many people I got. How many people? Nothing yet. Uy, vamos. Fácil, look up. Okay. I don't see nothing. I don't see nobody. Nobody coming. Where you at? Nobody. Okay. Nobody. It's just when I grab a gun, when I grab a gun, I look up real quick. So if people coming, I just grab it from the air. But yeah, man, every time I be hit you a few times when I play, and I'll be like, yo, this guy's crazy as fuck. Like that shit sound good, like crazy. Oh damn. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. So you are YouTuber. So you are YouTuber. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's down. One is down. Go keep going. Let's go keep going. How many people? How many people? Hello, is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Enemy? Enemy here? Hello? Enemy? 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 Where you at? Oh, you look like we not got no enemy here today. Nobody came over here, but you look like... Well, I'm gonna see you there. It's gonna be okay. Get my life back. There we go. Hello? Any enemy? Enemy? Where the fuck you at? Who the fuck is the enemy? Yeah, it's not even one in here. I still don't even see any, at least one. Yeah, not even a freaking bug. Yeah, not even a freaking bug. Where's my sniper? Where's my sniper? Yeah, I'll take this. Any ace cup, ace cup, ace cup. Give me money, money, money. I need money, money, money. No money. No money here today. Put this in this one. Yeah. This over here. Oh. Hey, it's not even one freaking scope. Oh, one freaking. Ooh, a flag gun. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Where you at, my boy? Where you at? Come here. Look for here. Where you think you go? Huh? Where you think you go? Die, you piece of shit.
Thank you.
No, well, there's no more people here. Me good. Hey, you, come here. Oh, give me friend. Come here, boy. Face to face. You have to fight face to face.
I got supplies.
Just shoot me from far away. I like to fight face to face. Face to face. Alright, so I had that. I had that. Let me buy this, this too, and buy this, and that's it. I'm out of here. Beep, 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 beep. I'm coming, coming, go. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, no. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can find a car now. Do this. That's too far. I need a car close to me. Ooh, I find a bike. Find a motorcycle. Huh? Oh. There we go. I find a bike. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh. Hello. Ah! Don't leave me. Yes. Good. Run, my friend. Run. Let's run. Don't crash. No, before it's killing people with wrong with that. Oh, yeah, we fall like fuck. Ooh, we fucked up. No good. We're running. Running, running, running. Let's running, running, running. Yeah, man. Let's admit it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Oh boy. Now we find a car. It's gonna be hard to. Oh, there you go. We got a car over there. Stay down.
Awesome.
That's one. Oh, that was nice. Oh, I'm sorry. So I keep run. Oh, well, keep swimming, keep swimming. That's only one shot in the head. I keep swimming, I keep swimming, I keep swimming. Oh, we got two cars over here. Oh, went over here, we got two cars. Oh, yeah? For me, it's making it slow. For me, they make it slow. Alright, where you guys at? Where you guys at? Alright, coming for you, coming for you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Catch it. There, it's gone. Beep, beep. Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's it. Alright, what the number two? Yeah, he's still alive. From where you shooting, motherfucker? Kill me. I see you. Let me see your head. 2 for 1. There you go. That's done. That's done. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And the honor. Vámonos. Que yo no quiero morir. Yeah, exactly. I don't wanna die here. Good morning. Yeah, I don't wanna die. Huh? Go ahead, number 2. Go ahead. Attack. Number 2. Attack. Let's go running. Let's go running. Let's go running.
Head toward this point. Head toward this point.
Beep, 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 beep. No me puedo, si te meto a mi medio te atropello. Let me see. Show me your head. Show me your head. What are you shooting? Show me your head. Show me your head. Oops. Here we go. Too late. Yeah. Alright. Let's go keep running. Let's go keep running. Running. Let's go team. Let's go team. Go keep running. Ugh. I need medicine. Alright. You coming through? Ah, you wanna make 10 kills. Ah, you wanna make 10 kills. I drive it, you kill. Let's go find it. Come on. Let's go find it. Let's go find these people. Let's go find the fucking enemy. Let's go find the fucking enemy. Where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? There we go. We got people. That way. That way. There you go. Ah, 3. You let him. Oh, look. The other one. Right there.
Enemies ahead.
Right there. Oh, this is already knocked. That one is knocked. Alright. Alright, 3, come on. Let's go find these people. Let's go find these people. Hey, 3, come on. Oh. Yeah. Come on. Let's go find. Oh. He's coming. Yeah. I don't know. Almost. There's one guy over here, close to over here. Someone shoot him. You see? Someone was shooting him.
Yeah, it's me.
No, you know what? It was someone else.
It was me. Run up to my guy. I killed him.
Alright. Let's go find these people. Let's go find these people. Alright, you coming, 3? Atrás. Alright. Let's see if we can find these people then. Where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? Come on, enemy, where you at? Holy shit! Holy shit! You got a whole fucking squad here. Ah, come on. Come on, four. Come on, number two. Come on, number two. Oh, let's go deal with these people. Fuck this. What you got here? What you got here? There you go. That's one. I got one. Second one. There you go. Second one. Where's the other one? Where his team go? I got two. Where's the third one? I'm coming to you. I got to you, guys. What you got here? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Alright. Let's keep that. Ooh, they're shooting that way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Look at it. In the head, in the head, in the head. Where's next? Where's the next one? Where's the next one? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hey man, somebody shooting at you or what? Yeah. Come on, we got people here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, motherfucker? Where you at? Come on, come on, come on. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? What is the last one? Oops. Oh no, the last one. What is that? Oh, there you at.
Enemies
I
ahead!
went over there. They're coming this way. Let me see. Let's see. Look at me. Haha, pendejo. You dumbass. You don't got any chance of getting me with a fucking sniper, my man. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? How many more? How many more? Three? No, two? Where is the hook? Oh, only one. There you are. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. There you are. Kill him. Kill the bastard. There
Awesome.
we go. There we go. Yeah, bro. Hey. Hey. I'm watching about that. Perfect. Hell yeah. Oh, I forget I have a spray gun. Huh? Oh yeah, my friend. Oh, they call me sharpshooter. You got sharpshooter? Yeah, good, nice. Alright. Triple elimination. Judge shooter. Dominated. We got 3 medals. Look at that. 11 people. This is classic, huh?
different location and deal with all that kind of craziness. So I think they need to really utilize this opportunity and pop off.
Yeah, and you had talked before when we were discussing N-Hyper and stuff like that. They're actually a team that rotations and stuff like that. High enough though, you did say
what we've seen them been doing, right? We know that they have the potential because they pulled off, what was it, a 19 elimination chicken dinner in this tournament, and that was only in day number 1. So these guys can pop off. They need a day like that right now, though. I mean, it's double points day. Imagine if they were able to replicate that, Taylor. It'd be crazy.
Without a doubt. I mean, imagine if Death Wolves could pull that off. It would be spectacular. How far up can the leaderboard can they go? I think the leaderboards are going to shift a lot after Group D is finished with their double points at the end of the day. But now we're going to transition into Alpha 7. And Alpha 7 has been on a tear. And one of those guys that's been the biggest damage dealer is Revo. He's been tearing it up. And we actually have an interview, Sarpatch, out there to talk him. Let's see what Revo had to say.
Well, guys, here we are with Revo. Revo, double points today. You guys have been doing good. Yesterday was perhaps your weakest game, and it still was good. Look, everybody's saying that it's very scary. You guys are doing so well, and still you haven't done double points, and now you're going to get them. How are you guys feeling about it today?
Yeah, we are feeling good, but we're going to stay with our game. We don't going to change anything. Of course, we're going to fix our missing the play, but we're gonna stay with the same game.
So you're gonna stay with the same game. I mean, really, you don't really need to change anything. You guys have been doing great. But do you feel it with this format? Is there any extra pressure on this double points day?
I think no, it's the same thing for us. We don't feel the pressures.
You know,
I think
really
because
like
we have so much experience. So with that, we don't feel anything.
These guys controllers.
They don't need to change anything. Of course they don't. It's Alpha 7. Let's go.
If it's not fixed, hey, if it's not broken, excuse me, don't fix it, all right? That's the key strategy for Alpha 7. They're in second place without double points. Hey, they know what they got, Hot Jukes.
It's business as usual, baby. Business as usual. These guys don't got to worry about a thing. I mean, Alpha 7, they've been in positions like 1,000 times more stressful than this, so I'm not, surprised to see Revo just like, oh yeah, double points, no problem. Yeah, yeah, we'll just do this, and then I go home.
That's right. Dude, hey, get the business done, go home, make your money. Like, make a car payment, all right? Make a full car payment at that at the end of it. Alpha 7 just looking to take it all, and they absolutely can. Revo, the damage dealer out of every single player out of all 16 teams. Enigma, Alpha 7, 28 elims yesterday. They didn't have the best finishings, but they were very consistently outside like top 4, top 5, top 6, despite them not getting despite them only getting one top 3. But the good thing is they have the most wins, 4 wins, right? Tying that of Team Liquid. So they're very consistent. And also yesterday, I believe they had the most points out of everyone, 111 points gained.
Jeez, yeah, and I mean, for this squad, it's scary saying that they had the most points on the day, so to speak, when they haven't even reached their double points and stuff like that. And usually when you go later on in the tournaments and stuff like that, teams like Alpha 7 will really start to exploit and adapt their sort of game plan against these teams that maybe haven't been able to stand up against them in some of these fights. So a squad like Alpha 7, especially having someone like Revo, the rest of the squad, they're all namesake players from the region as well, but having him coming in and saying, yeah, we're just going to play our game, we're going to be just sticking to our guns and making sure that we're not making any more mistakes than we have in the last few days, I'd be scared for the rest of the lobby.
I think you have to be, man. The only team that really has shut them down, and I mean shut them down instantly, is Team Liquid. And that was when Alpha 7 was all in a car, all 4 of them. And I forget who it was. I think it was Mythic, if I'm not mistaken, on Erringale, and he just gunned them all down instantly. It was fantastic to see because, that Team Liquid battle between Alpha 7 and Hotchix has been growing. That's number 1 and number 2 teams, right? So Team Liquid has a very real reason to challenge Alpha 7 on the battlefield any chance they get today.
I think everybody needs to at this point because these guys they already got their things they want to buy on layaway at this point. They know that money. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It is You saw Revo's face. I mean, no nerves whatsoever. They're going to make it happen here on double points day. The weakness, though, of Alpha 7 is if the entire lobby starts working against them, right? If you start studying them, taking them out in vehicles, right? That's the chance you have to take the squad out, because once Alpha 7 gets set up, even if it's outside on the circle, all 4 up towards endgame, they're going to destroy everybody. They've done it so many times already.
I think it was Miramar Sandhawk, right? E7 was set up in the building. They were out. Alpha 7 was in the open, and they just pushed up and pushed up and pushed up, punished them, and then won a game they absolutely should not have won. The only team that could have pulled that off was Alpha 7, and it was Alpha 7 pulling it off. But there's one more team in Group D earning double points today, and that's NRG Galaxy, a team that is... Well, they've been struggling. They've got a victory, but yesterday they only got 35 total points. That's not a lot. Even double points day, that would only be 70. That only takes you up so far. So I need to know what's going on. Of course, we have Sarpatch, who had a chance to interview NRG Galaxy. Let's hear what he had to say with Fate.
Hello, guys. Here we are, just about to start the last day of the week. We are with Fate from NRG. Here we are at the booth. It's right here. This is how you like it. Fate, how are you, bro? Double points today. Double points today. How you guys feeling? How you guys preparing for today? Looking to play more aggressive?
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, we have to stay confident, stay calm. If we have a bad game, it's not the end of the world. We get a win, it's double points. That's like 40 points, and that boosts us up a lot. So we just have to stay calm, confident, make sure we don't make the mistakes. We had the whole week to learn on what we've been doing wrong and make sure we cover them and make sure that everything goes, perfectly.
So, from what I'm understanding here, is you're gonna try to go for the placement points. You're not gonna try to play more aggressive, or
we'll play more aggressive as well. It's part of what we learned from today, but we're gonna make sure that we get the chicken dinner.
That's very important. I love it. I love to hear it, bro. Best of luck. Let's go in A. Double points for NRG.
Thank you for that interview, Sarpatch. As we heard from Fate, NRG Galaxy getting a bit more aggressive. Enigma, you've been breaking down NRG Galaxy, though. You've been looking at them and figuring out what they need to kind of fix, right? You've been a competitor yourself. What are they doing that you're just not happy with?
It's got to be the confidence in terms of their gun skill and stuff like that. They have Let's capabilities and stuff like that. We've seen Spec, we've seen J7. They performed internationally for years in other regions and stuff like that. But them as a squad currently, I don't know if it's the cohesion or what, but I really enjoyed Sarpatch actually coming in and asking Fate, are you only playing for the placement points? And he's kind of backstepping a bit now, being, well, we're also looking for the elimination points. I think that should be your main focus point coming into the games today, because those points are going to be the ones that you have control over. You're not going to have control of teams having snakes that might jump you down a peg or two in terms of those placement points. Really not liking what I was hearing from that interview.
The only time we saw NRG Galaxy come alive, Hot Jukes, was day number 2, and it was on Miramar, where they got a 10-elimination victory. Outside of that, we really haven't seen too much from NRG Galaxy, but the good news is they did say they were working on their confidence in the interview. They are going to try to get aggressive today and slay out. And Hot Jukes, Enigma brings up a great point, right? Double points, eliminations, they absolutely matter. We've seen some high elim games that result in 50-plus games. That would make a massive difference for NRG Galaxy's position on the standings.
Yeah. Look, Fate needs to treat this game like he treats his interviews. You know what I'm saying? Just good old boring gameplay. That's what we need to see from them. I mean, they're overthinking everything. I mean, we see them do these kind of crazy splits. They're trying to do this stuff that I think that is just, at this point, out of their league. They have insane gun skill. We know it. Just play the game, just like the way you're doing the answers. Yes, we're here to play. We're having a good time. If you just do that in the game, we're gonna see them have success today.
So you're saying back to the basics. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like Alpha 7 said in their interview. We're going to continue to do what's working. Now, NRG Galaxy, there's not a lot working, okay? So go back to the basics and quite literally just, I don't know, hunker down, figure it out. Figure it out as you go. It's 7 points, after all. I think Game 1's going to be very telling to see what NRG Galaxy is going to be up about. But, I mean, come on. It's going to get scary. Let's find out how the teams for double points are going to do. Without further ado, Hot Jukes, Enigma, take it away for game number 1.
Let's get it going, baby. It's Sunday, and it's Alpha 7 day. That's where all of our eyes are on right now, because they are looking to get that first place. Enigma, it's good to be able to cast with you on the desk, brother. I know you're excited as we're getting into another day of PUBG Mobile action.
Sunday fun day is how I like to call it. And for the most part, these teams, I mean, you gotta have fun out there. For the most part, we know the people near the top, like Team Liquid, Alpha 7, Team Queso. I know they're having fun on stage. We've seen the player cams and stuff like that. That's kind of the awesome part of LAN, is you get to see the real raw emotion when a team's able to pull off a win and stuff like that. But for these other teams at the bottom, even if you were to get a win, does it really feel that well? I'm calling out NRG. I'm looking at SOLAR. We're looking at Titan Gaming. A lot of our NA teams, unfortunately, kind of holding up the bottom of the leaderboard. And I think the best case scenario is like how you said it, Cheeks. We got to go back to the basics. And what better map than Erangel to be able to go back and really try and sort of test those basics on the squads.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to be looking at, though, right now is Primorsk. And it looks like NRG are going to have that to themselves. Influence Rage taken off, so they're not going to be able to, or they're not fighting NRG all the way down there, and that's actually a good thing for them because this is a northern circle. So Influence Rage, they're going to go ahead and take that Yasnaya position. NRG is going to be down south, and they're going to have to get moving. And then Hyper heading on over to Severny. That's a very fortunate drop for them.
Yeah, Severny is always one of those drops where, you know, it works out when you get the zone like this, but whenever you get those sort of melee-based finishes on the south, you really are just punching the air, you know, looking at botations and stuff like that. High enough, though, you did say that they were dropping on NRG before. They're actually choosing to fight now with the B Bold squad that opted on this western side against Naya. And this was always a discussion for the longest time in pro play, is kind of what drop spots around the map are actually able to be split. There's like enough loot and that sort of stuff. And Yasnaya is one of the very few on any of the maps where teams can confidently kind of drop next to each other and they choose not to fight.
Yeah, they choose not to fight. And I mean, we've seen this drop before from Influence Rage. They have a couple different spots they take.
Yeah.
You know, Primorsk and this one, they decided to take the earlier plane path. So that's fortunate for a team like, you know, NRG, because they don't have to worry about, you know, being held back, especially in a circle like this. So yeah, Yasnaya is big enough for two teams for sure to just split loot. Nothing too crazy. So, man, today is a big day for so many squads. Well, other than the, you know, the double points day, Enigma, who else are you looking at to kind of perform today?
I'm really looking at Furia right now. That's a team that, you know, they have the namesake brand. We know that squad is capable of greatness, to say the least. And that squad, in my eyes, has kind of been falling a little bit under the ball, so to speak. They haven't really been able to get on top of it and start performing the ways that they should. And for this squad, they have a lot of just, I want to say errors maybe in a few instances. I'm not sure if it's just maybe the nerves on stage or what, but this squad, I feel like, you know, hopefully after today, they have that 2-day break, that sort of kind of relax, unwind from play. Hopefully they're able to kind of get their nerves back together and sort of kind of collect themselves for next week.
For sure, for sure. A team I'm going to be looking at least for this game, it's got to be NHyper. I got to be looking at NHyper. And the reason why I'm saying NHyper is, of course, you know, we're the English broadcast. We got to talk about some other teams. Alpha 7's the obvious storyline here, you know. But, you know, when I look at NHyper, you know, we need to see some NA dominance here. And they can pop off. We've seen it before in days past, but then we just see a crazy long inconsistent streak, and that's just destroying them right now. So, you know, come Thursday next week, there'll be another double point opportunity for them. They cannot waste on that. But here in this zone, right, they're finally central, Enigma. So they're not having to, you know, drive to a different location and deal with all that kind of craziness. So I think they need to really utilize this opportunity and pop off.
Yeah, and you had talked before when we were discussing NHyper and stuff like that. They're actually a team that was getting those sort of edge zone plays. They were dropping in different spots and not really having a place to call home. I'm interested in knowing if NHyper can actually perform while getting the circle like this and stuff like that. We know Starlight, especially in my eyes, has performed above and beyond for the squad. Maybe those sort of cold streaks the squad has is just that sort of NHyper curse, as we like to call it. But for this squad, I'd like to see them really start to put the pieces together in terms of eliminations, at least fully commit as a squad against these Brazilian teams, because even if it's a 3-man of Alpha 7, of the Team Liquids and stuff like that, they're still going to take the fight too, even as a 3-man.
Yes,
just
they will.
off of sure knowledge alone, knowing that we can't kowtow out of this fight. But right now, it looks like Inco Gaming is going to be taking the fight up with B Bold.
Well, let's see how Inco is going to be able to do. they had a crazy day on their double points day, right? So let's see if they can hold on here. Be bold, though, getting a nice knock there onto 7 with that AUG. And he's actually in a really compromised position. So the rest of Inko, maybe they're going to try to support him here. But, ooh, 7 getting thirsted. That is it. So Inko, yeah, I think we're just going to try to avoid this fight now.
Yeah, I don't blame Inko for kind of just tucking tail and running away. If I'm Be Bold, I'd almost want to keep trying to pressure with the vehicles and stuff like that. That was one mistake that they had kind of capitalized on, was Inko leaving a player on sort of this open side of the hill instead of having that forward position. Not sure if it was kind of miscommunication on Inko players and vehicles and stuff like that. Would have liked to see some more aggression out of them, but Be Bold, you know, they're a team that's around that middle pack and stuff like that, needing the points. Luckily starting off pretty decent for game number 1.
Yeah, starting off not too bad. I mean, I think it was with you, though. I think they should have just rushed Inko. You know that you have a man advantage. It would have been worth a chase down for sure. But yeah, at the same time, you know, I understand why they don't want to get third party. So, you know, sometimes it's better to play it safe rather than sorry. But, you know, still super early in the game. Not a lot of action just yet. As far as rotations go, the teams that are on the far outskirts, we're going to be looking at Team Liquid. They're coming all the way from military base, and they seem to have a pretty decent path on their way in. NRG is going to be hugging that ridge line, or they're going to be hugging that ocean side there on the west side. And Titan Gaming's coming in from the east, so these are the teams that are going to be having to come in late to the circle.
Yeah, and a lot of these teams, it looks like, especially for NRG side, unfortunately, Team Liquids, the Team Quesos, they're opting to go all the way to this western side. So we might see teams sort of take those little pod shots at each other, maybe even sort of bridge camp some of these zones, because it looks like a lot of teams are favoring that northern side of the river. It sort of splits this zone in half. So these squads, hopefully, if it doesn't shift towards shooting range or anything like that, they'll still have room to play coming in these next few zones. But right now we're seeing it as well. Alpha 7 trying to just find a little hidey hole spot to play, having to actually just give it up and run away. INF shooting them from the top side of the hill, and just to the west of them, of course, they know that Severny's going to be taken. And Hyper just hawking this water side, not letting anyone rotate it.
Yeah, trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid getting pushed up on right now is going to be huge. And you know, one team that always just constantly seems to pick on NHyper is Alpha 7. We've seen them catch NHyper off guard and just absolutely destroy them so many times. So I think NHyper had to have done their homework, kind of see what their rotational pathing is, and they need to keep out because they're mighty close to each other right now. But this next zone's about to pop.
Yeah, everyone's next to each other. The zone shift actually goes west of shooting range. So a lot of these teams that opted around Severny and stuff having to make the mad dash in now. But you're talking about Titan Gaming and stuff like that. They're coming into a lot of different colors on that map, on that eastern side. People are definitely going to start losing players on rotation.
Yes, they are. And this is going to be really tough. You can see how many of those teams are there on the bottom right side of the map. Oh, boy. We're going to see some battles here. Furia taking this plane position over by shooting range. They're gonna be holding down this crash site for now. Just waiting to see where the next zone is gonna pop. So that's where they're setting up. And Hyper most likely gonna be taking that Snake Ridge all the way on the north side near Zarki. That's actually a really good position. Baton's gonna be heading up there first. And the rest of the teams are just trying to push their way in. If you guys were able to look at the map feed right now, I think we have like 3 or 4 squads still over by Rozhawk trying to get here.
Yeah, Rozhawk, I mean, it's just a death trap. You've got maybe 1 or 2 bridges. You got to go around the lake, which Inko's already holding and that sort of stuff around the river. And these teams, it's, you know, you don't want to get into a fight too early just yet because now you're going to really have to be dealing with Blue Zone coming in. But the southern side of the map, I'm seeing it as well. I'm only seeing NRG on this crate side, so there is room for these teams to kind of move in and maybe find a little foothold coming to the next zone shift. But a lot of these teams really still opting to kind of go right next to each other in these power spots.
Yeah, and you know, one team is mighty close is Alpha 7. They wanted NHyper's location, but they say, you know what, okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll head right here for now. They're just keeping an eye on their 6s. Looks like SLR is really close. Dragon actually got beat up a little bit. And McGrillen are going to hold these houses as well. So Alpha 7 just trying to find a location. Dragon actually does get popped out that vehicle.
Wow.
SLR just losing players pretty needlessly here. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes down to the experience with using vehicles to scout spots. We saw him just to the north side of Alpha 7. The rest of his team actually straight south of the squad, so he was kind of looking for maybe an off angle to get a knock or something, but Alpha 7 fully aware, and if you don't turn that car correctly, Jukes, it's just going to be getting absolutely beamed out of one of these vehicles. And I love seeing the sort of competitive, I guess, evolution we have over the last few years, but we'll have to put a note into that because 9Z actually taking the fight with the rest of SLR, holding up in this compound.
And it looks like SLR is going to take them out, and Rules of War can eliminate 9Z, and this is their double points day. So not the start that they were hoping for. Hopefully we could see Mustache Dave proven right, but it's going to have to be in the next 5 matches because they are out of here. But you know what? We're starting to hit circle number 3, going to be coming up, and oh, we have a shift on over to the east side. So Alpha 7 and Hyper are going to have to leave once again. You can see them popping in their vehicles and getting on the move. And Rules of War taking that trifecta compound. We've seen them use that so many times in the past, and it just works out so well for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're really kind of just blessed with the IGL making this call of, yeah, you know, that was a great call. Like, this is an awesome spot we're in. Now, Inco Gaming, they're holding a sort of edge spot against Be Bold, and Be Bold actually looks like they're going to get the knock, but not anymore. Nenabete butchering the shots, Jukes. Now, Nunez is trying to salvage the situation with some of these frag grenades. Be Bold, they had that finish early on against one of the NA squads, and now they're trying to bring it.
If that nade would have gone through that window, I think he would have been able to get that double, but unfortunately it just barely misses. Nunez overcooking it. He did buy enough time for Vitali to get there though, but at the same time, B-Bull was able to get the entire squad up nice and healed as well. So it is a 4v2. Nunez has to get this initial knock here against David. What can David do? Oh, stun grenade, that could do it. He's blind. And Vitali does get finished, so now it's just Nunez, 1v4. Can he pull off a miracle?
He's got the S12. It's essentially one shot for each player, but can't watch every angle, Jukes. Unfortunately, Inco getting finished. Maybe a little bit of BM at the end of that, I'm not too sure, but 4 eliminations now for Be Bold. Inco, they were that team in 4th, 5th place range. Now, unfortunately, gonna have to sit there for, well, what I'd assume to be 20, about 30 minutes for the rest of the match. But the rest of these squads still having to fight. Titan Gaming opting to take this fight on the southern side towards the bridge against Rules of War. And, I mean, for the squad, Titan Gaming, they needed a game like this to start getting that confidence back, build up. This is one of the perfect squads for them to do it.
Red should probably take his time here. He does have the man advantage. You don't want to get knocked, and he does get knocked. That is a double knock right there. Rules of War with the turnaround. Hey, patience is a virtue, and that's what happens when you just speed things up a little too quickly. You can really put your team in a bad spot. And Victex holding it down with a jump out. Can he hit the shot? Oh, he's so lit. 1 HP. He's got to hit this. He gets the first aid off.
His teammate, though. His teammate's with him as well. It's not even a 1v2 anymore. It's a 2v2, and Titan Gaming, what are we doing
What are we doing? What are we doing? That was
literally,
just, yeah, that was bad.
You called it. Like, what are we doing pushing up? And he had a pump shotgun. Like, I get, like, the shotgun meta, Jukes, but we all know it takes a million years for you to pump that thing after every shot, and really just trying to cut corners in a tournament like this is really just crazy for me to see still.
That's the best way to put it, because, I mean, we're talking just a few seconds, right? Just wait for your teammate to get there, secure a 2v1 just in case. I mean, you can't rely on your gun skill these days, especially with how, like, strong the DBS is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're talking about if another player is just a 1/10 of a second faster than you, you're knocked. But let's go ahead and just keep on going right now as All Glory Gaming get eliminated. Team Gessel holding it down, but they're going to have to now deal, I believe it's with N Hyper. Yeah, N Hyper right on top of the hill. M2M saying, nope, I'm out of here. And Potro and Silence are going to go out just like that. So N Hyper getting a little active now. It's about time.
Yeah, and I mean, for this squad, I think there was no other better, I guess, point in the match to do this sort of aggression, because this allows them to work for that southern side towards those compounds just to the east. Now, in Hyper, the only thing they have to worry about is if someone mirrors them like Alpha 7, who's already sort of spread out. They don't know exactly where that squad's at. And this is one of those squads where if you get knocked by Alpha 7, 9 times out of 10, I'm putting my money on that squad pushing you.
For sure, for sure. And, man, I mean, that's what you got to do whenever you get that opportunity, especially now. Just push. And Alpha 7 still alive. This is their double points day. They have all 4 still remaining. Definitely putting some damage down range. So far, it is Mafioso with the only elimination. 223 damage so far. This zone is starting to close. 2 minutes on the clock, and Hyper trying to find a solid position. But now they're going to have to go against Alpha 7. Here they go.
Yeah, they're pulling up. I mean, full send onto Baton in the front, just getting caught out. Now, Caprice does get a re-knock onto Revo, but Alpha 7 still has what seems to be the superior position. But if you hit your shots, FSS actually getting another knock onto the Alpha 7 squad. So, and Hyper might be the thorn in the side that Team Liquid's wanting for Alpha 7, with them being so close on the leaderboard. My only issue is there's still a lot of time on that clock for Blue Zone jukes. Can Hyper hold on to this position?
All these nades are brutal. The FS getting it onto McGrellin was huge. And Hyper now just trying to get res. Mafioso so hurt. FS, that angle gets taken away as he gets finished. So, and Hyper with that 3-1 split does end up surviving because Alpha 7 are eliminated with only 1 elimination. So not the start that they were hoping for. And Hyper just trying to hold on as a 3-man now. There's still so many teams here holding this edge.
Yeah, and the tough part is I don't think any of those Alpha 7 players were finished anywhere close to the Hyper squad. We see Starlight not even having a smoke grenade to his name to try to give himself a bit more cover, trying to just relieve the pressure, because we still see it. Caprice having 1 HP, trying to just get a full reset off. Does seem like the waters are kind of calming, though. Have 30 seconds left on the clock. And Hyper do get 3 eliminations out of that play from Team Queso and then on to Alpha 7. Now the issue is going to be how that zone shift comes on moving forward and what you choose to do as a 3-man.
That is the question here. Let's see what Fudia could do, though. That was one of the teams that you were keeping an eye on. SLR just have had a really rough tournament here to start. And Jahan is in big trouble all by himself over there. And yeah, he does end up going down. So I believe it's still only 1 player left from SLR. It's White Elegy. Can he make something happen? He is the IGL. Not quite the crazy gunner that a lot of people may hope for. But he could definitely make something happen here. That nade tries to open something up. But yeah, Fudia had his number for sure.
Yeah, and look at that. Even with Kayowski being knocked, the rest of his squad was still pushing up to provide that support. They were able to get the full reset with Fury as well. And we see the zone shift as well. They're on the edge, but they have one of the prime spots, being able to control all of this sort of plane dip and stuff like that. So Furia definitely in the prime spot. Their eyes now are going to have to be looking at that squad earlier. And Hyper and Influence Rage coming at him.
Yep. Yes, they are. That was Team Kessel. They get eliminated. They had 5 eliminations so far, so not a terrible way to go out. But this is a big opportunity for teams, especially like Team Liquid, right? We know that Alpha 7 has their double points day. So, heck, they went out early. Let's make that lead just a little bit bigger. Let's see how they're going to handle it now as Chief all the way up. Has to get this knock against Be Bold. He does. Oh, gets 1. Goes for the second. Oh, that buggy making it too difficult. Cardozen does come in, though. Ayala now in the mix as well. Gets a huge knock there. Team Liquid trying to get these points every way they can. Cardozen not able to hit the mark. That's going to make things that much more difficult. It's really up to Ayala and Mythic to make something happen.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is Team Liquid, even with them having the first trade and stuff like that, the rest of the squad just came trails blazing into the fight. But NRG, they weren't going to sit back. They were going to be going to the action. Fate pulling up maybe a bit too far. Mythic getting a return knock.
Oh, no. I think Fate's so upset right now because the rest of the team should have been there with him. That was a 100% push opportunity. That's one of those situations where I can already see Fate saying push, push, push. And the rest of the team was just not on the same page. That should have been an easy wipe right there onto Team Liquid if the entire team of NRG was there. But they just weren't. And, man, it's those little mistakes right there that can make a big difference.
Yeah, you've got to just be able to trust the call of your IGL. They had 3 players in zone. It was just Fate actually on that sort of push angle, but if you're Fate, you're definitely calling that out. You and I can see it clear as day. We need a push for this because not only is that 2 elimination points from TL, that's really 4 because it's your double points day. This squad is needing every point they can get. And if you're questioning the calls of your IGL, if you're doing this or that, whatever the case may be in that situation, it's not a good look in anyone's eyes.
Oh, not to mention you would have had those eliminations. That entire side of the map would have been yours, and you'd have all 4 people up as Stars gets ran over. And Hyper rocking these splits. And it is not working out for them. Losing another player. Breeze just trying to blow his vehicle up here. Hold this position, and Baton is in the same spot. He's gonna go ahead and probably just lock down right by this tree next to his teammate and waiting for this next zone to pop.
I would have liked to see Starlight at least a little bit closer to his team, just underneath their hillside. Definitely just spread too thin, because if you're Royals of War, you're seeing a player just smoked up, why not start driving through it? His teammates aren't going to be able to support him. He's too far. And so for this squad, I mean, we even see the zone shift itself. It actually favored Hyper. So instead of being a 2-man, they could have potentially been 3. And now with NRG losing Fate early on, other teams are able to start making the move, especially with, I believe it's Entity 7 getting a knock on the spec. So interested to see if they're going to aggress on that.
They hate running over the last remaining member of Team Liquid, and they are gone. So now this could be a good door open for Royals of War to put up some more points. Look to catch up on the leaderboards a little bit, as they already have 6 eliminations, still 3 players up. And it is Influence Rage against D7. D7 in the vehicles, just trying to annoy these teams here.
Wow.
But man, great shots from Law downrange.
Yeah, and INF, that's the squad where if you start making a play like this, they are definitely going to make you eat your words on making that call. So Entity 7 now, I believe, down to just a solo, trying to just make that sort of dive into zone and get placements. But INF, you're sitting with a full 4-man still, one of the only squads outside of Furia with 4 players alive, being able to start collecting these free elimination points around the edge of the zone.
Yeah, it's interesting to see here. It's good to see Law back in the playing field as well. We saw Law take a break a couple days ago. Instead, the coach said, hey, you know what? Take a step back, watch, see what the team is doing wrong, and make some adjustments. And this looks like a good game for them so far. They have the entire squad up, 5 eliminations, and they're going to have this east side of the map to themselves. So now it's time to put your back up against the wall and start hitting your shots.
Yeah, we see on the player cam as well, especially with the interview with Revo and stuff like that. These players are more than calm and collected when it comes to making these sorts of plays, and that's what you want to see out of these squads. INF especially being the team where if they're picking up these elimination points, they're not stressing about teams doing drive-bys and stuff like that. That's a scary combination for the rest of this lobby, because with this being game 1, Jukes, there could be a lot of momentum riding this out of just this Erangel alone.
Oh, yes, indeed. A ton of momentum. And Royals of War looking to get that momentum started here. 7 eliminations. NRG with the double points day. 5 points isn't so bad. They need some of those placement points, though. Oh, J7 wide out in the open. Nothing he could do, and they are out of there. I think this could have been a huge game for NRG. If they would have just been there, taken out Team Liquid, they would have all 4 been up. But, man, little mistakes are so costly at this level. Let's see.
Yeah. The team, though, that's capitalizing on what it seems like all the errors. Right now, though, Jukes is Rose of War, the solo of Hyper being caught out. I believe it was Starlight at the bottom of that hill. Now NRG as well being the next team that was in their side. So this squad, even though their 3 players are up, we're seeing Victech, with 5 eliminations to his name for the squad, 7 already as the team alone. So these other teams in the lobby, I like what they're seeing. I just wish our NA teams were pulling stuff like this. Juice.
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell, like, they're just trying to, right now, Hyper, Baton, just driving around, trying to get some intel, trying to maybe catch some stragglers. Yeah, Fudia's right there at that plane crash site, just waiting for everybody. The next zone does pop, and Hyper are like, where do we even go? I mean, there's no coverage anywhere central of the zone. Fudia are holding that major spot. Yeah, I think they're going to try to push through that, but timing is going to be the key right here. And right now is not the time to push. You're going to get third-partied 100%.
Yeah, I think you got to look for R2's in spot, if anything. On the far side, he's kind of isolated from Furia. Maybe enough cover for the rest of the Furious squad not to be able to beam you out of the vehicle, but we're talking INF and stuff like that on top of the hill, being able to have sight lines on you. You got to make the rotation there to begin with in just one vehicle. So Hyper's definitely going to be in that sort of backseat mode of what the heck do we even do in this situation?
Yeah, what do you even do? At this point, it's just try to survive. Get some more points on the board. Next zone, yeah, this is stage 7. We're going to have one more circle shift after this, and then the zone will go down to nothing. Baton's already starting to get beat up, and it looks like Furia now have their eyes set on them. And Hyper are going to send it into this location.
Oh.
Yeah, and that is not the right time to do so, but sometimes you have no other choice. And Hyper is going to go out there with 3 eliminations. And now we're down to the top 3 teams here, Enigma.
Yeah, top 3. I mean, Furia was the team I was eyeing out, calling them out at the start of, hey, you know, I'm needing to see some fire come out of you and stuff like that. And it looks like they're bringing the aggression to them. But Royals of War now, since Furia has so much control of this plane side, all these other teams are having to opt for the hills. And now, I mean, you're kind of just grasping for straws of what cover. Thankfully, you know, Aragod has a crate, but how long will you really be able to even play this sort of position?
Yeah, it is not looking good. I mean, even with smokes, yeah, people are going to know exactly where you are. And here come the nades, looking to take out Vicdex. Does he get the crawl? I think he does for now, but now here comes Diego and squad with those nades. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. The mollies are out. Aragon's forced to run out in the open, and a clinic being put on by Influence Rage. That is exactly how you handle that situation.
Yeah, I mean, Royals of War was just in this sort of bowl spot with all these nades coming down. I mean, eventually one of them is going to connect on you. Now it's just going to be obviously the solo, having to try to play for placements. Furia, though, while that was going on, opted to take the complete control of that eastern hillside up on top, forcing Influence Rage to kind of turn their eyes back, make sure they're not going to be getting snaked up on and stuff like that. But, oh, and
nice shot,
Kowski having the off angle. Reaps rewards. That's another point for Furia. Now we're just in a straight 4v4 situation coming to this final zone.
Here we go. Furia versus Influence Rage. Who's going to win this fight, guys? Put in the chat what you think. Influence Rage are very close together on this edge. They're trying to creep up this hill. If they get that initial knock, as a matter of fact, they might even catch Furia in this vehicle if they're not careful. They really have to be cautious here. They're wide out in the open. Maybe they're trying to bait some plays out with Kayovsky. I mean, Furia definitely has most of this entire map locked down.
Yeah, Kayovsky has a spot. He's able to see that matter of making sure you don't go over that hill a little bit too much, because we've seen time and time again, people make these vehicle plays. They go over a little bit too far and just get absolutely beamed for it.
Well, let's see what happens here. You can see Ferrara looking to try to get a little bit of intel with that buggy. It is smoking. He does see a couple vehicles right there. Kayovsky may even try to put some shots on the off angle. Interesting to see right now. Furia still holding on to those vehicles. Not a bad idea. They're trying to avoid getting naded. They have this all locked down. With the circle closing, though, I think it'd be definitely beneficial to start throwing your utility if you have it. But you can see Adrian doesn't have any at all. You got to be careful, though. One nade is all it's going to take for Influence Rage to really take advantage of this fight.
Yeah, and the zone close that's happening right now will be very slow, of course, but Furia, I'd almost like to see one of them start to play that snake angle, play for that sort of gunfight in case INF chooses to creep over the top and take those shots onto the vehicle. But now we're seeing it. Everyone's boosting up. Everyone's going for the sort of plays right now. They actually opted to leave another solo of Furia on the eastern side, and now all these off angles, Jukes, are really starting to reap rewards. Who's really going to be winning this fight now?
It's a 3v3, but now, Diego with the angle. Surprise, surprise. Now he has the top of the hill. He's getting some great shots downrange. Oh, Diego, it's really up to him here. He's going to get the first. Federal gets another knock. It's Influence Rage turning things around and said, oh, you may have the advantage of the map, but guess what? We got that gun skill, baby. And now it's all up to Augustus to try to make something happen for his squad. Oh,
yeah,
but
Diego, on the vehicle.
Too strong.
Yeah, I mean, amazing win out of Influence Rage. Furia, we all thought was really in the prime position, having that uphill advantage, but all it takes is one player, Jukes, being able to sneak around the side. Big win for Influence Rage coming into game number 1.
Like you said, all it takes is one. I mean, great heads-up play there from Influence Rage, and it just goes to show that, hey, sometimes you go and you can make some crazy roster swaps, decisions, and it could definitely work out for the best. What do you think about that one, Taylor?
So reminiscent of day one Erangel, as far as I'm concerned, I think through and through the aggression was there. Teams were talking about how they needed to get aggressive, mainly our double points teams from Group D, but it seemed like everybody was taking the fight to their opponents, which is encouraging. I definitely think a lot of teams are starting to take those shackles off, those chains off, and they're kind of, you know, a bit more free on the battlefield, and they're not as timid as they once were in the earlier days. You got to understand, some of these guys, it's their first time on land, first time meeting a lot of their teammates, and I think now they're starting to really get into the zone, and we can kind of see that on the first map on Erangel. But I started getting excited. Hot Chicks, Royals of War, if they would have won this game, Erangel map number 1, they would have won Erangel map 1 3 out of the 5 days. Unfortunately, they don't. It is crazy. They're finished. They finish up in 3rd place. But what I like about that, though, is they did better than Death Wolves. Now, why is that impactful? Well, it's because they started the day in 4th place. And they could, in fact, even elevate themselves and go above Team Queso. That could have been a 3rd place performance.
Oh, man. I think it was really on the back of Victex right here. He had 5 eliminations that game. And I think it also helps when you have Titan Gaming make these mistakes.
Yes.
You know, NA making very, very simple mistakes, and it is killing them right now. So I don't know what they got to do at this point. I mean, it's been a few days. All the excuse cards have been punched. You just got to show up, right, Taylor?
You do. Titan Gaming, that was a big talking point you had, Enigma. It's like if they just would have waited a couple of seconds and just converged together instead of taking the fight as an individual, it would have made all the difference. Those little things, they add up.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, it's just the clips speak for themselves. We're talking a player running up the stairs alone. You know every player is holding a shotgun in their hands, and you just giving that free knock instantly. You know the 4th players of Royals of War is completely in Narnia coming into this fight for the first 30 seconds and just handing it to him with a bow on top is just, it's really just disgusting in my eyes to even see.
Well, Team Liquid was just in a fight there. Yeah, so InHyper starts to show a little life until they get ran over. And I was getting excited for InHyper because I was like, oh, finally, they're showing life earlier than they usually do.
Oh, man, InHyper, yeah, they started doing some of that. NRG Galaxy, I'm going to put the same boat as well. I'm actually more frustrated with them because they didn't listen to what I said, Taylor, right?
What was that?
What did I say? I said, go back to basics.
That's
Don't
it?
do anything interesting at all. What were they doing even splitting in that position? If they would have all 4 just been together, Team Liquid would have been taken out and they would have been able to run over everybody.
First off, shout out to Diego here with those off angles, literally saving Influence Rage. It was a tense battle between them and Furia, but Diego saves the day. At one point, I thought Furia was going to potentially win that, but nah, Diego had it locked down. Influence Rage, 23 points, 13 eliminations, and to your point, Hot Chicks, about NRG Galaxy, they do get the most double points today out of Group D, surprisingly, okay? So 14, they do split up. What happens if they don't? But hey, it is a solid start, one of the better starts we've seen them get in the past. So Influence Rage good on them. And Enigma, shout out to you, man. Furia, they popped off and you said you were looking out for them today.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, I wish they won, you know, that last fight at the end, but they played the fights amazing. They held off InHyper. They were able to force Influence Rage off of their position for them to really be able to focus on just one team at a time. Unfortunately, the 4v4 at the end just not going their way. Maybe, you know, it's always coming down to just 1 or 2 small errors, but a lot of these other teams on this lower half of the leaderboard, I'm looking at 9Z, I'm looking at Inco.
Yeah.
I really wasn't a fan of what they did on the early part of the game.
9Z getting taken out as early as they did. You know, Hot Chicks, I can't lie, it was honestly heartbreaking because
I won my last match.
Marked a
I
location.
won my last match. Awesome. Let's fight together. Help!
Watch out!
Help!
Thank you. I got supplies. Head toward this point. Watch out! Head toward this point. Head toward this point. Head toward this point. Watch out! Watch out! Marked an airdrop. Head toward this point. Head toward this point. Attack the mark.
Victory belongs to us. We are number 1. We're the best. I made the top 3 just now. I won my last match. It is showtime. Good luck, mates.
لكن وربي لا موجود. تلقي والله ما فيش من كفر ما فيش من كفر. Fuck you motherfucker. Fuck you motherfucker. Send your mother. Send your mother.
Ah, good one, bro. Good one, bro.
Fuck you, smoke.
Marked a location.